Red button means we're live, a casual take with your boy Stephen Pepper, here to give a take off my chest. So, I was thinking about this during the game last night. How many coach quarterback duos are you taking right now over Sean McVay and Matt Stafford? Think about it. We'll just start. I think we can all agree Mahomes and Reed's a lock for number one. But after that, it gets interesting. I'll let Lamar and John Harbaugh have a seat at the table. Love LaFleur is fascinating, but I think it's a little early. I have my issues with Zach Taylor, Sean McDermott. That's why I can't get Burrow and Allen up there. Other than that, I don't think it's crazy to say McVay-Stafford's the second best coach quarterback duo in the league. I mean, think about it. When the Rams are healthy, all this duo does is win ball games. We know in their first year, they won a Super Bowl together. And last year, they narrowly almost beat Detroit in a playoff game at Detroit, one of the best teams in the league. And this year, they've somehow held their own, even beating San Francisco with a decimated wide receiver room. They get their two wide receivers healthy last night, just in time to face this Vikings team that is humming. 5-1, extremely well coached, including a defensive scheme that makes even the best quarterback see ghost. I mean, Brian Flores has Jordan Love, Brock Purdy, CJ Stroud all struggling, seeing ghost, throwing for multiple interceptions. But outside of interception, Stafford and McVay were humming. Outside of interception, Stafford and McVay carved up for 60 minutes. I mean, Stafford, listen to these numbers. Last night against the Vikings, a defense that makes even the best quarterback see ghost. Again, outside of an interception, he was 25 of 34, 239 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 124.5 passer rating. Coming in the game, Stafford only had 3 passing touchdowns. Some might say he was washed or this or that. Didn't have his receivers, finally gets his receivers back, and he does this. But this stat, I think, is even more interesting, courtesy of PFF. When trailing versus the Vikings, he was 12 of 17, 156 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. When trailing against a defense that makes the best quarterback see ghost. That's Stafford being elite in clutch, along with Sean McVay's play call. I mean, he made some plays. This is a 36-year-old quarterback. If you watch last night's game, he didn't look 36 at all. He made some plays with his legs, evading pressure. And that one at Cooper Kupp where he broke a sack, 36-year-old quarterback doing that, that's just insane. That's why I still think Stafford is the best quarterback in the NFC. He's just playing at a high level. There is not a quarterback in the NFC right now that I would take over Matt Stafford. Love, I think, will pass him soon. But right now, Stafford overall, I think, is pushing a top 5 quarterback in the league. At least in the NFC, he's the best. And you pair that with Sean McVay, who just had again, Shanahan struggle. Bobby Slow. I mean, some of the best play callers in the league had a hard time establishing a game plan against this Vikings defense. And here's McVay with Stafford, Puka cut back, and they're just carving up this defense. Again, Reed's number 1. I think Reed's the best coach in football, but then when you try to find out who's number 2, to me, that's Sean McVay. I think you got a top 5 quarterback in the league, pushing top 5, at least the best quarterback in the NFC with the second best coach in the league. That is the second best, to me, the second best coach quarterback duo in football. And, some people are thinking about all throughout the week leading up this game, Rams 2-4, maybe it's time to blow it up. Let's get Cooper Kupp out of there, get the most value out of him you can. Let's trade Matthew Stafford. Yeah, I think they put that to bed. When this duo is healthy, you let his wide receivers come back. They're about as good as anyone. Maybe not the best of the best team in the league, but they can win a lot of games. And that's what I'm saying. Watch out for the Rams because they're 3-4 today, tied in the division for second, but they control their own destiny. They get Seattle tomorrow, who's leading the division. Not tomorrow, next week. They beat Seattle. They're number 1 in the NFC. Remember, they already beat San Francisco. They're number 1 in the NFC West if they beat Seattle. And their next couple of games at Seattle, Miami, New England, Philadelphia, New Orleans. Remember, last year, they won 7 of their last 8 games. I'm looking at this next 5. 3-4 right now, second place in their division. I think there's a good chance they go 5-0. And in 5 weeks, they're 8-4. And they're one of the top teams in the NFC. I think they can do exactly what they did last year. And again, why? Don't trade Stafford. Don't trade Kupp. Because what you have here is the second best coach quarterback duo in the league. When these two, when Stafford's not banged up and when they have the weapons around him, the McVay play calling can carve any defense. and Stafford is still the best quarterback in the NFC. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in this episode of A Casual Take. Follow my social media, stay updated on all things related to the show. Until next time, see you.